I can't understand people that don't eat meat. It's so fucking delicious.
Yeah. Didn't you say that in the Toy Rage podcast?
Maybe.
No, it was another podcast I was listening to right before. The guy's like, I don't understand people that don't eat meat. It's fucking great.
It's salty. It's delicious.
You can pair it with things
Like Jameson.
like Jameson. It's always good on bread.
It's just, animals taste delicious.
There's actually this place that my friends and I ordered meat from, and they sell exotic meat like alligators or like lions and shit.
Human?
No.
No human?
Not human. They sell guinea pig testicles for like $10 a pair, and they're like little chickpeas, like smaller than a chickpea.
Have you tried them?
No.
Why not?
You can. It's supposed to put them in a salad, apparently. Like a bunch of them in a salad.
$10. So that's a really
$10
expensive.
for a pair of
That's
guinea pig.
That's a very expensive salad.
Yeah.
That's like you got 10 pairs. That's 20. That's that's figuratively $100 salad right there. Plus 100 plus.
You can also buy every part of a lion. Every part.
Why are you buying lion to eat? I heard that you're not supposed to eat another predator. It's like the meat's not as good. Why do you think we love like chicken and pig and
I'm trying to think
cow?
of. Boars are kind of predators. People eat those.
No, they're not. They're not predators. They don't eat other animals. Do they?
I think so.
I think you're lying to me.
I'm trying to think of a predatory animal that we actually eat.
Yeah, name one.
People eat snakes.
That's not predatory.
Kind of. It eats other animals.
It eats other animals, but it's not a predator. I wouldn't consider it a predator.
Kind of.
Yeah, maybe it is, but it's not like we're going on our way to get a snake sandwich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True. But still, they sell all sorts of shit like that.
Yeah, predators don't taste good, man. That's the law of nature.
I'd try it.
You try it?
I'd try it at least once.
Yeah, me too. But I'm just saying, I'm not expecting much.
A little gamey.
I mean,
lean meat.
So is deer.
Yeah. So is rabbit.
Rabbits
Probably because they're running around.
Predator rabbits. Watch out for those vampire rabbits.
Like Monty Python.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. This sausage tastes so good.
The fuck is a snozberry?
Well, it tastes like a snozberry.
That dude was on crack.
He was on everything.
He was on that crackberry.
He was on everything.
Are you sated?
No, I have 2.5 more sausages.
Those are pretty big sausages.
I love sausages. I love freaking sausages. I can eat sausages every meal. I'm going to say something blasphemous. I can see myself liking sausages more than bacon at times.
Same. I don't really like bacon all that much. If it comes with something like a burger and it's like, oh, we have bacon on it, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not going to ask him to not put it on.
What about BLT?
Not enough meat. It's just bacon.
You can have a lot of bacon on your BLT.
Yeah, and then you'll die afterwards.
I mean, like eating enough of these would kill you too. My colon's probably swollen right now.
Cherry Valley has a sandwich that's 10 strips of bacon. That's it on bread.
Sounds like
I don't remember what it's called. It has some weird name.
Bacoholic's dream.
Yeah, it's just 10 strips of bacon.
All right, let's get this shit started.
It's 8:38.
Are we late?
I don't know. I'm just saying the time.
All right.
Welcome.
You beat me to it.
Weeboos, Hebrews, and She-Brews to another episode of Anime Rhapsody.
Wait. Did you practice that in the car?
I practiced it all week.
Nice.
I was like, I gotta use this one.
That's pretty sweet.
I'm your host, Darren Combs, and this is
Andrew Delecky.
And
not a host, just a drunk that shows up.
Well, I show up at your house, but then you get drunk.
True. Makes for entertaining talk, though.
Yeah. So last week, Andrew told me to watch an anime. I watched an episode, didn't like it, and then I came here expecting to not talk about anything. And then he told me that there's the list of all the animes coming out this fall.
We have plenty to talk about.
So I
tonight.
looked at those.
Wait,
and then we watched the finales of Gamers and Clash of the Elite, and we both got angry.
Well,
so I expected to talk a lot about that.
One was a good angry, one was a very, very bad angry.
Yeah.
But what anime did you watch one episode?
Saiyuki Reload Blast.
Oh my god.
Because I realized that is like the second or third season of an anime that I should have already watched, and I'm watching it like in the middle, and I was like, I don't.
What do you mean you're watching
understand.
in the middle?
It's like the second season of a show.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
really.
The one you told me to watch was.
You know what? That makes a lot more sense now.
Probably why they don't like explain the characters.
I thought they were just trying to be mysterious.
Yeah, there was like 3 seasons that came up, and I was like,
what is it?
Which one is this?
What is the first season?
I don't remember.
So I told you to watch Saiyuki Reload Blast.
Yeah.
Which is what season? Third?
I think the second or third.
You know, that makes so much more sense now because they devoted like 4 episodes to the monkey character, right?
Yeah. Who's supposed to be Son Goku.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I
the Monkey
gathered
King.
it. I
It's
gathered
the Monkey
it was,
King.
It was the Journey to the West.
Right. And they didn't have any of those episodes for the other characters. And I was just thinking, I'm like, they really like this Goku character. I get like he's entertaining and all, but I didn't think he was the main character. I thought the priest was. And you know what? That makes a whole lot more sense.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know which one's the main character, but apparently it's the guy with the gun who doesn't go into fighting. He just shoots them from afar, and everyone else is in there.
So what'd you think of your one episode of Saiyuki Reload Blast?
I mean, if I watched the other ones, I'd probably like it a lot, but I thought it was all right.
I thought
I just couldn't get into it.
Like I watched all of that, most of that season. So I mean, it explains a lot. Like I thought they were doing like a memento type thing where they like they progress and then they go back and they tell a little bit to show you how they got to that point. Now I feel like an idiot, but it's fine because now I don't feel like I'm crazy. I just feel misinformed, which is fine. I feel misinformed like 90% of my life. So to realize that it is actually true is a blessing almost, because it's like it's positive confirmation like of my confusion.
I meant to be like, I'm just gonna watch the first season and see how that is, and then I went to click and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to watch this, and I just turned on Gamers instead.
I am so disappointed with that show. That show is complete horseshit.
And by the time anyone's listening to this, it'll probably be when season 2 starts.
Sure. But that show is manure. It is. I thought they understood story progression and character development. I was so fucking wrong. They had a mid-season switch to what I assumed was going to be growth. And then the season finale just puts you right back where you started. And
it's also a filler episode.
It's just...
It's a fan service filler episode at the end of the season.
It did nothing. It resolved absolutely nothing. I felt like I wasted 21 minutes.
It felt like a mid-season episode.
It felt like someone had short-term memory loss and told the same story again.
They just... Oh, wait. Which episode was this?
Did you hear the story about the 5 kids that like have a love triangle? Fuck. Yes. We've heard this story. How's it end? Let me tell you the story again.
Hold on, real quick.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it was the group decides to go to a gaming training camp where they play video games all day. They didn't play video games at all until the very end, and it was supposed to be one day, and they played it at night, and then they went to sleep, and then the episode ends. And they spent most of the episode talking about how DLC is garbage. Literally how DLC was like the worst.
I just don't understand how you could end a season like that.
Yeah. And the episode just ends. When
just fades to black.
They literally go to sleep and the episode ends. And they haven't announced season 2 yet.
I hope they never do. I really don't. I don't want to watch it anymore. I invested.
I'm invested enough to watch season 2.
That's the problem. Like, I didn't get my return on investment. No ROI on this shit. Nothing.
Yeah.
I felt so betrayed by the end of that episode that I said, they don't want to resolve this. They don't.
No.
They don't want to ever resolve this.
They're just piling on things that should be resolved, or at least addressed, and then they're just like,
you know what made that episode better? If someone wet the bed. Just like completely peed their pants and be like, well, that's embarrassing. See you next season. And that would have been satisfactory to me. That would have made it from horrible to at least someone peed their pants. But
I had read that people were hoping that at least something would happen, like somebody breaks up with another person,
something
to end on a cliffhanger.
Just something to show that they're actually planning a story at some point. I don't think they are. I think they love this. They love this this weird, awkward homeostasis that they have going on, and that's it. That's all they. That's like what they thrive on.
I mean, it gets people to watch it. You go, what's going to happen next? And it's like,
but if nothing happens, though, at a certain point, it's redundant. You have a redundant story. Give me some closure here, man.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I would rag on it, I still like the show a lot.
Oh my god! What is wrong with you? What is wrong? Seriously, like, do you like torture? Because that's what that is. That is like, that's visual blue balls.
It felt like it was like almost like quote unquote realistic, where it's just like it's not gonna
that's realistic.
It's not gonna progress the plot like immediately. Okay. It's just gonna
I'm about to reach over this table and strangle you. I can't believe I can't believe you uttered those words. I can't believe it.
It's gonna be too slow.
What a fucking joke!
And then you're gonna get mad.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm angry. But let's talk about a show that I am not bad angry at. I am good angry.
Which this show also was not. There was no second season announced for this one either.
They better.
Yeah, they need to for Classroom of the Elite.
Oh my god!
Because the way it ended was
Ayana Koshi.
That was a cliffhanger.
Ayana Koshi is. He's sick.
Yeah,
he is literally sick.
He's like when I was watching it, I was like, it seems like every episode. I mean, you can obviously tell every episode is there's a problem, but since the beginning, he figured out the solution to this problem, and he tells how he did it and why he did it. Well, not really why, but pretty much his whole process. And it's like, wow, this dude's really smart. How is he going to do it next time?
And then they drop this ball on you, and he just basically says, "I don't care about anybody. Like, I could do this in my sleep."
Pretty much.
That's basically what he admitted. He's like, all of this was, this is the easy stuff. And we're like, and I'm like blown back. I'm like, wait a second. Like, you manipulated like at least 50 people.
Everyone.
Even the teacher's freaking manipulated. She doesn't even know it yet. That's why that episode where they had the initial meeting between not the initial, but that secret meeting between the teacher and him.
Yeah.
And he was like, are you sure you want this to happen? You're going to unleash a beast? And she's like, I don't care. You can do what you want. That's how I saw it. I don't know how you saw it. But the fact is he said that, but he was already playing him even before he said that. That's how nuts that is.
Yeah, like the final 3 episodes, 3 or 4, I think it's 3. The final 3 episodes was every class goes on a vacation, but it's also a vacation
test
disguised as a test.
Right.
And they have to pretty much survive on their own. They're given a certain amount of points to spend if they want on things like bathrooms, toiletries,
I mean, it's
whatever.
It's practically the same system that they use at the school.
Yeah.
You spend your points, you can get whatever you want to help you survive on this island for a week.
And then they have to figure out, somebody has to be a leader of the group, and then every other team has to figure out the other team's leaders.
Just for those out there, we're assuming that you've watched the majority of this anime, because at this point, it's pretty clear that there's 4 tiers of classes. They're competing against each other, and how they compete against each other is completely different in each and every challenge.
Yeah.
This one is no different. It's a physical survival test amongst all the classes. Each class has a leader. The other classes are trying to guess who that leader is, and that's identified on a key card. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
But all of the rules from the normal school still apply here.
Yeah, they can't really fight. They can't. They're given like bracelets. They can't take the bracelets off because it tells them like life support kind of, and where they are, GPS and everything. And they pretty much have to. They're on their own. They can't. I
have some philosophical debates for you for this episode. These past episodes, because honestly, this is at this point of the show, because we've had a whole season of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a whole season of what they go through, what they're doing, and what are they preparing them for? I don't get it. That's like the only thing that I don't understand. Like
what the school's supposed to be teaching them?
I don't understand what they're teaching. Is it paranoia? Because I have it.
It's supposed to be like a team building exercise, but like hardcore.
This is beyond that. This is so beyond that. If any of those people ran a company, it would be like freaking what's that movie? RoboCop. Okay, where one company owns everything and the government, and they own this police, and they own own your bar soap. If one of those kids actually became a business mogul, we're all doomed. We're all doomed because they don't trust anybody.
That's what the school
and
teaches them.
And they think they can buy anything. Really, I don't know what they're preparing them for. I think the apocalypse or creating one. That's how I see their curriculum. How to end civilization as we know it,
and how to live in the broken down civilization.
Right. I mean, the last test was a survival test. Can you survive while still buying everything that you could possibly need? And you know what?
Well, you saw
they can do it.
You saw how you get a feeling of each class throughout the season, and you see pretty much how each class is living. Class C is like all the troublemaker kids. They're all doing whatever they want.
C, though? How are they still above D? They have failed the past 3 challenges. How I see it, they've failed the last 3 challenges. Maybe the only one they succeeded was academic testing. Maybe that's the only thing that they beat.
I feel
Class D at.
Everybody, even though they're all freshmen, they all have Class A through C has a 1-up on D. They somehow know how the school's run, the rules, pretty much everything. And Class D is huh? Wait, I can't spend all my points? They're
what? I can't just play basketball for the rest of my life?
Yeah, they don't know anything. So that's probably why they're Class C and B and A.
Oh, sausages are so good. So That's my like first conundrum. Like, they are training these kids for something. I have no idea what. They probably know like a meteor's about to hit the earth, and they're like, "Guess what? You're going to be running shit when everything goes to shit." Yeah, you shit.
That's like Danganronpa. That's not.
I don't know. I still love the premise, though. I don't care, but there's still questions that go on through my mind. The second question is: somebody has to be catching on to Ane Kayoshi at some point. It is apparent to even all the other classes. Like, he is got everybody under his thumb.
Yeah,
it is,
and they trust him. They like wholeheartedly like, man, he's the linchpin holding the whole class together.
But
like,
I'm talking about the other classes now. Like, at least Class C should know. Like he's the one.
But
he's
pinning everything on
other classes. Hiroki.
Hiroka. Harada. I can't remember her name now.
Oh, now you're falling into my bucket. Never remembering anime.
The
names.
black-haired girl. He pretty much blames everything on her. Well, not blames, but he's like, she's the reason we won, or she's the one that figured out this and that. And it's like, nah, it's not me. So eventually, it's going to come back and bite her, and they're not going to really believe her when she says, "Oh no, it was all Ayano Koji the whole time."
I may be oblivious, but I did not think that he thought of her like that.
Yeah, that was a real surprise. He just didn't care at all, and you can see that she's like slowly opening up to him, and he's just like thinking like, I don't care, dude. Like
that really, like, I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
I could see everybody else. Like, everybody else is a tool. But
even her,
like,
everybody.
But she was the first one on the list. He was like, I don't care about anyone, especially this girl. And we're just like, what? Like, what are you doing to this? Now I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
I feel completely horrible.
Because she's just sitting there like, oh, thank you so much. All this, and he's just like toning it out. And he's like, I'm going to go do my thing.
Okay, everybody out there, you watch this show. Just watch this show. It is such a mind fuck. Like, you'll get to the last...
Well, I mean, we just gave away the whole
I don't think
plot
it's... I don't even think... It's almost like Breaking Bad, where we can tell you everything about this show, but unless you see like the events and how they really roll out, you don't actually understand like how messed up this is. This is really messed up. He's gonna kill somebody. I swear, he's gonna murder another kid next. This is my prediction.
It's gonna be like the Tarzan guy.
Andrew's prediction corner. Andrew's prediction corner. He's gonna murder someone next season. And he's probably going to pin it not even on another kid. He's going to pin it on like the principal, and it's going to work. That's how I see it. Andrew's prediction corner.
I don't think that's how it'll work, but he'll probably do something almost as bad and blame a student.
Yeah. Something's going to happen.
Like beat a kid up.
Something.
Like,
something
it was him.
Something is going to. It's going to escalate next season. Something is going to escalate
if we get a next season. I mean, it just ended on the 27th or 28th of September. It's only been a week. There's no talk of a second season, but there usually would have been already. Probably, maybe.
I really hope they continue this. I really do. This is a good story. This is a story that I can really grasp and like talk about and conceptualize, because it's beyond like the battle royale. It's beyond the Hunger Games type scenarios. This is true.
It's like a financial battle royale, like with the point system and everything.
But at the same time, you're talking about a group of students that, I mean, the rules are in place to almost protect the students. At this point in the series, you realize, like, if they didn't have some of those rules, people would be dead. You know what I mean? Like, if there was
that one guy that almost raped that girl, but
That was insane. That was insane.
I'm not sure about murder.
I think that these kids are perfectly capable in the higher level class, like A or B.
Even the leader of C, definitely.
He is a thug.
He is.
He is a thug.
He was chilling in the bushes. He was living there.
I mean,
alone.
He's a respectable thug. Because I mean, the fact that he, like, I'll give him kudos for his plan. Like that
plan was
dope.
Legit because he still gained something in the end, and that was a lot of points from every other kid in Class A.
I think that he is like that character that's going to mess up A and B, but excel D. Like he just won't be able to figure out what it is about D that keeps them almost like one step above them going forward.
Or that could be his hubris, and he would be expelled or something, trying to stop them.
This is DJ's prediction corner.
But there was also the girl in Class B, like the pseudo leader, the blonde. She was like the blonde girl that was helping them out throughout the show,
right?
And she had like 2 million points, and she's like, "Well, you can buy anything, even a seat in another class." So she's definitely saving up to go to Class A, or she could be saving up to go to Class D and mess with them.
I think
just have another twist.
I think she's smarter than both of that, though.
She's been saving since the beginning,
right? I think she has a legit want to, because you have to remember, like, these characters are like, they're not even like Donald Trump.
They're like sociopaths. They're like secret sociopaths.
They're beyond. They're almost a little bit beyond Donald Trump, because Donald Trump, I think, would do it just from a pure, like, personal level. But these kids almost like say, not only going to do it for myself, but I'm going to do it for all the idiots that I'm surrounded by, and I'm going to do it whether they had even an inkling to do it or not. You know what I mean? Example. This is not a political discussion. But there's certain people that have this power, like have this grandeur of power, and they only excel themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
These kids think that's too easy. I could do that in my sleep. I'm going to show you that I can do that with myself and my entire class. That's.
I think that's just Ayano Koji. It's like a game to him, and he's like, I can just probably get all these kids from D to A, and everybody else, every other student's like, I'm just doing it for me. That's what I think.
This is so cool.
Come on. He doesn't care, but he's like,
the fact that we even have this conversation about this show shows how good it is. Because it has layers. We talked about it this first time. We were saying, like, this show really has layers.
Yeah.
We haven't even peeled back all of them yet. And it's scary what you're peeling back. It really is. I hope I'm not blowing this out of proportion, but this is...
No, it was a good ending. It was a good
I love
twist
this anime.
ending.
I love this anime. I can't wait for it to come out again, because it will, or else I'll start a Kickstarter to like get it going again, because it needs to keep going. This isn't something we need now. This is a good moral story. This is a good scenario.
More like immoral.
Well, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is that it's a spotlight on morality in sort of like the expectations of today. That's how I see it. And since it's in a form of a Japanese cartoon, it's easily digestible. If this was like a reality show, I would be crying.
Oh, because everybody would be like, oh, it's scripted and all that.
But I would really be crying, because I'd be like, does this person actually exist? Like, we need to end this right now. Like, let's start a coalition.
Good thing they're over there and I'm over here.
Exactly. It's been a while since I watched something this good. It's
been a while since I watched something.
What do you mean? We watch something every week.
The first anime I saw in a while when we first started this, actually.
Mind blown, as they say. Well, so in sort of our start of our season recommendations to the end of the season, gamers took a nosedive, in my opinion.
No, I definitely can see that. Like, the plot structure wasn't as consistent.
It just stagnated.
I still thought it was entertaining to some level,
but it stagnated. Like, it didn't go anywhere. Like, I don't feel connected to these characters anymore because I don't think they're ever going to change.
Like, yeah, like they pushed the love triangle confusion arc a little too long for a 12-episode season. I was like 4 episodes or so that they spent doing that.
But it didn't even turn that interesting. That's the thing. Nothing evolved with the characters. The characters are exactly the same than when we started. That's how I see it. And that's why I'm disappointed with the show. Because I don't see anywhere those character progressions could have gone. They lost.
It was more like a little bump. It was like, development, and then back.
And then when it went right back to where it started. That's why I can't say that, like, I hope they make another season, because I honestly don't want to watch more of it. I don't. I thought that there was a point in the middle of the season I was like, okay, this is ramping up. This is good. And then it that was just like a quick fix. I had a whippet, an anime whippet, and then it went away. So disappointed. It's just so disappointing. Ugh. Never again. Never again.
And then next season, it'll come back out and you'll go, hey, did you see that episode?
Did you take your anime whippets? No? Watch Gamers. You'll get a couple.
Gamers with 2 exclamation points. I guess that's what they've been doing that with some animes, where they just put extra exclamation points in the titles.
Season 2.
And that's season 2.
So
there you go.
Let's have our final discussion for this podcast. So I showed DJ a article by Kotaku today, and it was about all the animes that are coming out for the fall season.
Oh, we got a whole lot. Well, I guess you can say a whole lot. That's a decent amount. I'm not counting, but jeez, that's like...
Let me see if I can pull up this article too.
Because I don't know, like 30 plus seasons or shows? And that's just fall. That's just like 3 months out of the year.
There's a lot going on.
There's a new season of Gintama. There's a new Fate series.
Is that like the Fate Zero series?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a new Food Wars season.
So
there's new
at
Garo.
the top of their list, and I'm always assuming that... Oh, no, this is in alphabetical order. But I heard about this anime before that. Even though it's the first on the list, I did hear about this. And it's the Ancient Magus Anime Bride. I don't know where I saw this before. Believe it or not, I think I saw this in a movie theater. I don't know. That I probably will check out just because I did sort of hear about it before it came out, and I'll probably give it a whirl. What are the other ones that I'll probably be giving a go? Oh, Garo's getting a season 2, in case any of our listeners out there liked our review of Garo 1. Garo 2 is coming out.
There's a movie to go with the Blade Runner film that's coming out. There's a Blade Runner anime film.
Oh, I actually have something else to tell you too, but we'll finish this up. I'll end on a doozy. I have a doozy.
Great.
But honestly, I went through the list here, and
it's a decent number of second plus, second, third, fourth, whatever season of a show coming out.
Yeah,
but then there's also a good amount of new stuff.
But I didn't see anything that really jumped out of me. There was one that I think both of us sort of caught our eye. It's called Recovery of an MMO Junkie.
Yeah, I said that was going to be our next Gamers or Clash of the Elite.
The reason why this jumped out at me, it's another slice of life anime. But what's interesting about it is I'll read you the one sentence from Kotaku. The virtual life of an online roleplay game playing 30-year-old collides with her real. So this is actually about an adult. This is not
female adult.
A female adult. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued because, as everybody knows, I'm old, and maybe I can relate to this. So oh yeah, there it is. There it is. You love it. I'll pour some more Jameson just for you for that one. But that one I'm excited to give a whirl. I want to see what they're doing with that because who knows? That could be my new slice of life anime for the next season. I don't know, but I'm going to go through this list again, and maybe next time I'll have some more ideas of what I may be watching, what I won't be watching, what I think looks ridiculous, and ones that are possibly a go.
I mean, I'm looking forward to Girls Last Tour, which is a post-apocalyptic series that I had been reading.
Oh yes, we talked about that one.
I haven't seen any updates recently, so I'm not sure what they're up to right now. But it's pretty much two girls. They drive like a military jeep around in this giant industrial complex. The world's ended. There's nobody else around. It's just them. They're driving through different, machinery buildings or
I could see it as going
underground
in two
areas.
Very different directions. One, this could be incredibly boring. The other direction is this could be extremely profound. I really hope
I feel like it's going to win an award or two.
You think
for
so?
Something? Yeah.
Okay, good, because it's tough. Those like solitary type animes or solitary type stories, they're tough to tell because they're very introspective. Naturally, the story is going to be introspective. There's not going to be too many external things that will adjust to, other than just pure survival, food, water, shelter. Right?
I can't see the episodes being long. I can see them being as one of those
15-minute ones,
like 10 to 15-minute episodes, because it's pretty much they're just driving. Oh, look, there's a radio. What's this? Oh, it plays noise. What is this? It sounds nice. It's music. They don't know anything really, and they're just discovering. They see fish, like, oh wow, I saw that in a book once, and it was an animal that swims through water. Like, they don't know about even how the world ended.
So what was that anime's name again?
Girls Last Tour.
So that's another one we're looking forward to. And I just actually saw one more that I may give a whirl. Are you ready for this one?
Okay.
And excuse me if I butchered the Japanese pronunciation of the name. But the anime is called Love is Like a Cocktail, Osake wa Fufu ni Nate Kara. And the one word, the one sentence synopsis of the show is: a married couple gets closer thanks to the effects of alcohol. Oh, I do.
Nice. That sounds like
right up my alley.
It sounds like one I was watching on Crunchyroll, where it's a girl that just after work goes to a bar, orders a snack, and then talks about the snack. And it's just like a little short anime, and it makes me hungry when I watch it, so I enjoy it. And it makes me want a beer when I watch it.
You rebel, you.
And I go, wow, that's nice. And then
I don't have.
And then I grab a little glass of chocolate milk and I hunker down.
I got my YouTube. So we'll revisit this next week when we get some more ideas of what we think we're going to watch and what we won't. But we're pretty much going to look at this list to see what new stuff we're going to be watching for the next season. So if you're out there following us, give this article a whirl, just see what's out there. And maybe there's something you want us to take a look at that, maybe not necessarily is on our radar. And, we'll check it out. So I'll have my last discussion point right here because I think it deserves some time.
Okay.
So we had a discussion about Jaden Smith's project on Netflix. I may have watched 2 episodes.
Okay.
I may have stopped after 2 episodes. I will reiterate, this show has not disappointed of how disappointed I was going to be about this show. It is god-awful. It is gaudy. It is not relatable. It's Jaden Smith's sick idea of what society actually is.
How can society be real if we're anime?
This little punk thinks this is the only believable part about his voice acting. He honestly believes that everybody makes about $15 million a year. That's the only believable thing about his voice acting. His character is a rich asshole, and he plays a rich asshole. And you know what? He pulls it off.
With a giant Toblerone bar.
It's sickening, this anime. It should be pulled. I give FXX so much props for never airing this garbage. Because it is exactly that.
But was it
garbage?
Was it full of cliches like we expected?
It's full of cliches. As we noted in the trailer, the animation, they didn't complete all the frames.
It's like an American take on anime.
Oh, dude.
This is what anime looks like, right? Let's do it.
It's painful. Sometimes the voice acting doesn't even match the emotion of the character. Like facial expression. So you're just wondering who even gave some direction? Who was in the room and saw the person's I always imagined there's a scene from I'm dating myself here. I don't know if you've seen it, but Mrs. Doubtfire. You ever seen Mrs. Doubtfire?
I know what it is, but I haven't seen it.
Okay. Well, early in the movie, Robin Williams is a voice-over actor for a cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay. And they showed him in the process of voice acting over
ADRing everything.
Right. And the show is right in front of them.
Yeah.
So they can see what the animation looks like so they can put their voice to the animation.
Yeah.
That's
how they usually do it.
I think they may have separated them during this anime because the emotional
mixed bag. Just say your lines.
It's painful. It's really painful. And for all the people that signed on to this project and agreed to allow it to be released, shame on you. Shame on you. Steve Buscemi, shame on you. You don't deserve this. You already have a career. Your career is great.
Your career is being Willem Dafoe in 40 years.
You don't need this shit. You don't need it. This was a pass. This was the easiest pass. Hey. And if this was like a Will Smith, hey, do
Passion
this
project.
Hey, do this project with my son. I don't know if I want to do this. You're doing this with my son, or else I'm Will Smith. All right. If that's a conversation that happened, fuck you. Okay. Because you should have manned up and said, Will, Big Willie style, this ain't happening. I'm not creating a Westworld with my career. No, Wild West.
Wild Wild West.
Not Westworld. Westworld's amazing.
I like the
Wild
spider
West,
in that.
Yeah, sure you do. I'm so disappointed. It It is awful. It is just god awful. And the fact that I want to know how this thing is getting 5 stars. Who in their right mind is
Jaden?
I think Jaden paid an Indian call center.
He's the only one watching it, so he's the one that gave it 5 stars.
Right. It's watch 2 episodes. That's all I'm going to show. Don't even go beyond 3.
Did they drop the whole season in one go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how many episodes?
I didn't even grace it.
Just like 24 episodes.
More. They can end at 2. In my world, it doesn't go beyond 2 episodes. This is a 2-episode season. That's it.
You ever watch Capo Mikey?
Capo Mikey.
That Nickelodeon show?
No.
It was like a mixture of different anime styles.
No.
And it was like an American cartoon. An American cartoon man goes to Japan and he lives with all these other anime styles.
When was this
is like
released?
Early to mid 2000s.
Yeah,
mid 2000s.
Probably, that's probably not my
yeah,
not my time, but it's fine. That's fine.
I just thought of that when I saw the season, the trailer.
What is it called? Mike Capo.
Capo Mikey.
Capo Mikey.
But Capo Mikey was actually pretty good.
I will check that out. I'm interested. That sounds interesting to me.
And he plays a superhero. He plays like a superhero on a TV show. And then
he's like Bolt.
Yeah, he's like Bolt.
It's not like Bolt. I don't think it's anything like Bolt. I'm just an idiot.
There's probably a dog somewhere in that show. Yeah. I don't remember.
We got it. end this thing, man. We're actually over tonight.
What?
So
it's all that anime anger.
Quick recap. Gamers ended poorly. Classroom of the Elite ended amazing. There's some cool shows that are coming out for the fall. Some mostly are season 2s. Some new stuff that looks interesting, but you can be the judge and send us an email to see what you guys are watching out there because, we like to know. And Neo Tokyo deserves everybody's 1 star.
Neo Yokio.
Whatever. Neo Yokio deserves everybody's 1-star rating. I challenge everybody out there to give this 1 star if they can.
I think it's just like a meme. Like people are like, this isn't a good show. Like they're just gonna watch it because it looks bad.
That's our challenge to everybody. Go onto your Netflix account and just you don't even have to watch an episode. I'm not even telling you to watch the episode
until they take it down.
Just rate it 1. I want the curtain needs to be pulled on this because this is not acceptable. This is not acceptable entertainment behavior for Netflix. They need to know that they invested very poorly in a spoiled Will Smith child. That's all I have to say about that. Gene Smith, I hope you're not watching.
I feel bad for the unknown Will Smith son. The one that nobody knows. They just know he's
probably going to be a rapper.
They just know he's there. He's just chilling.
He's probably the most talented out of all of them, like Elizabeth Olsen.
I think he plays basketball. So
sure he does.
Good for him if he's good at basketball.
All right. So thanks for listening again to another episode of the Anime Rhapsody podcast.
Thanks.
It was exhausting tonight. There was a lot of anger that needed to come out, and I'm sorry. And believe it or not, I didn't even have that many drinks before that anger rant. But
it's okay.
Now that I have enough drinks on hands, I could go on for another half hour. But we're not because we have to end this.
Yeah.
People have to get back to their lives.
I gotta get ready tomorrow.
You gotta get ready for the ball.
Comic-Con starts.
Oh, that's right.
And I've been hype.
You're a hype machine.
All half year since I got a ticket.
I did not. I got to live my sorry, disgusting life. But thanks for listening again. Any feedback, please send to Layla at toyrage.com. That's LAYLA at toyrage.com. And please listen to us on YouTube, Spreaker, Stitcher, and whatever modes podcasts come out. Oh, iTunes, of course. And thanks for joining us again. Any words of wisdom?
Eat a steak a day and watch some anime.
Whoa, that's a good one.
Don't die of heart failure.
That's deep and cholesterol ridden. Thanks everybody, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, bye.
All right, bye, guys, bye, everybody, bye, everybody, bye.
Oh my god! Right.
No, bye, no, bye, everybody, bye.